The samurai, the esteemed warriors of feudal Japan, were more than just skilled swordsmen. They embodied a unique way of life, defined by a strict and honorable ethical code known as Bushido, or the Way of the Warrior. This code was not simply a collection of rules. It was a philosophy that shaped every aspect of the samurai's existence. The principles of Bushido governed their actions on the battlefield, their relationships with others, and even their inner lives, ensuring that every samurai upheld a standard of behavior that was grounded in virtue, self-discipline, and moral integrity. Bushido was deeply influenced by Confucianism, Zen Buddhism, and Shintoism, all of which emphasized respect, duty, and spiritual devotion. These philosophies created a moral framework within which the samurai were to live and die, one that held the warrior's honor and ethical responsibility as sacred above all else. At the heart of Bushido were 7 key virtues that defined the character of a samurai, and these principles were not just ideals to strive for. They were commandments to be followed strictly in every facet of life. These virtues formed the foundation of the samurai's world, determining their decisions, guiding their actions, and providing them with purpose and direction. Let's take a deeper look at each of these 7 virtues and understand how they shaped the way the samurai lived and fought. The first virtue, gi, or righteousness, was the cornerstone of Bushido. A samurai was expected to always do the right thing, regardless of personal consequence. This sense of moral duty went beyond the battlefield. It extended into all areas of life. Whether in matters of justice, fairness, or personal conduct, the samurai were required to uphold righteousness. The samurai understood that their reputation, as well as the honor of their family and master, depended on their ability to make decisions grounded in moral clarity. Even when facing danger or potential death, a samurai was bound by righteousness to act honorably and justly. This virtue emphasized that a warrior's strength lay not only in their ability to fight, but also in their commitment to maintaining a strong moral compass in the face of adversity. Yu, or courage, was the next essential virtue in the Bushido Code. Courage in the Bushido tradition wasn't merely about bravery in combat. It was about having the inner strength to act fearlessly, even when confronted with the most difficult of circumstances. A samurai's courage was tested not only in battle but in all of life's challenges, including moments of personal sacrifice and difficult decisions. True courage, according to Bushido, was the ability to act with honor and righteousness, no matter the consequences. The samurai were taught that fear was a natural emotion, but it was the courage to act despite that fear that defined a true warrior. Whether standing firm against overwhelming odds or making personal sacrifices for the greater good, courage was a central tenet that guided the samurai's every move. Jin, or benevolence, was another defining characteristic of the samurai. Despite their fearsome reputation as warriors, samurai were expected to show kindness, compassion, and generosity, especially to those weaker or in need. The samurai believed that true strength was not measured solely by one's prowess in battle, but also by one's ability to help others and act with compassion. Benevolence was especially important when dealing with those less fortunate or vulnerable, and samurai were often expected to provide aid to their communities. This compassion extended even to enemies. While samurai were fierce in battle, they were also expected to show mercy and fairness, never attacking those who had already surrendered or were unable to defend themselves. Benevolence, for the samurai, was the virtue that reminded them that a true warrior should protect and nurture life, not only take it. Rei, the virtue of respect, was another cornerstone of the samurai way of life. This respect was not just for superiors or elders, but extended to all people, regardless of their status or rank. A samurai was expected to display respect in their behavior, mannerisms, and speech, ensuring that every interaction was conducted with grace and humility. This respect also encompassed a deep reverence for nature, for one's ancestors, and for the traditions that had been passed down through generations. In a time where the samurai were often warriors in service to a specific master, respect was essential not only for maintaining social harmony, but for fostering trust and loyalty between samurai and their lords. To disrespect others was to dishonor oneself and betray the fundamental tenets of Bushido. The fifth virtue, makoto, or honesty, was crucial to the integrity of the samurai. Samurai were expected to be truthful in all their dealings, with no room for deceit or duplicity. Their word was their bond. If they made a promise, they kept it, no matter the personal cost. A samurai who lied or deceived was seen as dishonorable, and the dishonesty was seen as a failure to uphold the values of Bushido. Honesty wasn't just about telling the truth. It was about being genuine in thoughts, actions, and intentions. A samurai's heart and mind had to be pure, and their actions had to reflect the sincerity of their words. In a world where life and death were often decided by the actions of others, honesty was a guiding light, a virtue that ensured that the samurai remained true to their path, even in the most trying of times. Meiyo, or honor, was arguably the most revered of all the virtues in the Bushido Code. Honor defined a samurai's entire existence. It wasn't simply about achieving glory in battle, but about maintaining one's dignity, reputation, and personal integrity at all costs. For a samurai, a life without honor was not worth living. If a samurai's honor was lost or tarnished, it was often considered preferable to die than to live with disgrace. The concept of honor was so deeply ingrained that it permeated every part of a samurai's life, from their conduct in battle to their relationships with family and friends. The samurai were taught to safeguard their honor with their very lives, as it was the ultimate measure of their worth. The final virtue, Chugi, or loyalty, was the binding force that tied all the samurai to their masters, their families, and their comrades. Loyalty was considered the most sacred bond between a samurai and their lord. A samurai's entire existence revolved around serving their master, and they would defend their lord's interests even at the cost of their own life. The loyalty between samurai and their master was not just political, but deeply personal, rooted in mutual respect and trust. Samurai were also loyal to their comrades and to their families, ensuring that their bonds of allegiance were unbreakable. In many ways, loyalty was seen as the ultimate test of character. If a samurai could remain steadfast and true to those they served, they had achieved the highest expression of Bushido. Though the samurai class officially disappeared during the Meiji Restoration in the late 1800s, the principles of Bushido have left an indelible mark on Japanese society and culture. Many of these virtues, honor, courage, loyalty, and respect, are still woven into the fabric of modern Japan, from business practices to politics to martial arts. Furthermore, Bushido's legacy extends beyond Japan's borders, having influenced global culture through films, books, and even leadership models. The samurai were more than just warriors. They were guardians of a philosophy that transcended the battlefield, and their legacy continues to resonate in the modern world. In a time when values like honor and integrity often feel lost, the samurai's unwavering commitment to these ideals serves as a powerful reminder that these virtues remain timeless, guiding principles we can all aspire to live by today.